The Butcher of Prague. In the heart of the darkness of World War II, a tale of oppression, courage, and sacrifice unfolded, forever etched in history. This is the story of men who stood against one of the most ruthless criminals in history and gave their lives for freedom and justice. Our story is the saga of the Butcher of Prague and the fearless heroes who defied him. The year was 1939. The shadow of war loomed over Europe. In the midst of this, Reinhard Heydrich, one of the highest-ranking Nazi officials, had sinister plans in store. Heydrich, known as the Butcher of Prague, was responsible for the brutal suppression of the Czech people after the Nazi occupation of Czechoslovakia. Heydrich ruled Czechoslovakia with an iron fist. He imprisoned, tortured, and murdered thousands for even the slightest opposition to the Nazi regime. The streets of Prague were witness to the horrific crimes carried out by Heydrich and his cronies. Amidst this absolute darkness, a glimmer of hope emerged. A group of audacious desperados was determined to end Heydrich's tyranny. Jan Kubis and Josef Gabčík, two of the bravest members of this group, took on a dangerous mission to assassinate Heydrich. Months of grueling training and planning prepared Kubis and Gabčík for the fateful moment. May 27, 1942, the day history would remember, arrived. In the streets of Prague, Heydrich was traveling in his car when suddenly, a deafening explosion shattered the silence. Kubis had thrown a bomb at the car, and Gabčík fired at Heydrich. Heydrich, severely wounded, got out of the car and fell to the ground. But this was not the end of the story. The Nazis quickly surrounded the scene and searched for the perpetrators of this audacious assassination. Finally, after a heart-pounding chase, Kubis and Gabčík were captured. The Nazis tried to extract confessions from them using the most brutal torture, but these two heroes never surrendered. On June 18, 1942, Kubis and Gabčík were brutally martyred in a public ceremony. But their courage and sacrifice were not in vain. The assassination of Heydrich was a turning point in the fight against the Nazi regime and inspired other resistance groups across Europe. Today, a statue of Jan Kubis and Josef Gabčík stands in Prague's main square, commemorating these two national heroes. Their sacrifice serves as a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there are always those who fight for freedom and justice. The story of the Butcher of Prague is a tale of oppression, courage, and sacrifice. It is a testament to the indomitable spirit of the human race and the power of hope in the face of overwhelming adversity. The legacy of Jan Kubis and Josef Gabčík will forever inspire generations to come to stand up against tyranny and fight for a better world.